what's motivating everybody to move these days? This year, Americans are moving for a variety of reasons. Obviously, a healthcare crisis has reshaped our lifestyles in more ways than one. Spending much time in our current home makes a whole lot of sense, and it's having people reconsider what homeownership means to them. What they are looking for is finding their most valuable spaces. And in some aspects, they're reconditioning spaces. Oh, there's a phone call. We're going to mute that because that's usually what we do when we go live. It's getting them to no, so we got this study according to the it's the annual National Movers Study. According to the survey, with the top reasons for moving are very COVID associated in relationship to personal health concerns. So according to the survey, 60% of the respondents said it was their desire to be closer to family. Now, 57% moved due to changes in employment status, and 53% desire to change to improve the quality of life. Now, I'm reading that study and I'm like, well, hold on. And, I'll get my financial expert in here, but when you take 60% and add 57% and add 53%, that's way over 100%. So I'm not quite sure what this correlation means, but let's just take it from a priority standpoint. Is essentially a high quantity of people have decided to move because they wanted to be closer to family. And then the second most important reason for moving was because of some kind of change in their employment status. And the third most important reason for moving was lifestyle changes. So let's take a look at what these reasons, these lifestyle changes, and what it means. First off, working from home. So remote work has become probably solidified in the HR department for most companies as a very viable option, not only for getting stuff done, but for being very, very productive. Now, there are some companies that have said indefinitely people can do remote work. And I can tell you, the Eastside Real Estate team has helped quite like a handful of people that are relocating throughout the country, yet they're keeping their job. So that's one aspect, is that working from home. Now, there have been some folks that as a result of losing the job have decided to move to a different location that provides them with other opportunities. For those of you watching this from outside the Seattle area, I can tell you Amazon, Facebook, Google, Boeing, all of these companies are growing and bringing more people to our region. So if you're looking for a great community to live in and you're thinking about moving to Seattle, I want you to consider the East Side. And we'd be happy to share with you a little bit more about what makes the East Side special. So relocation for work and working from home, that's a number one. Number two is room for fitness activities. You may remember the scene from Step Brothers, maybe not, but the brothers build a couple of bunk beds. And every time I see this room for fitness activities, I can picture Will Ferrell going, so much room for activities. Okay, so maybe you haven't seen that, but I have, and it just runs through my head when I see this. But also from a standpoint of trying to stay healthy while you're working from home, prioritizing more family time, I want to advise you, if you plan on doing box jumps, please make sure you have a vaulted ceiling. Yeah, they can hurt. A 7-foot ceiling, box jumps, 2-foot box jump, bad news. Anyways, not that I learned from experience, but I've heard others did. All right. So interesting study showed a survey of 4,538 active adults from 122 countries that the fitness trends, at-home fitness equipment up 50%, personal fitness trainers and nutritionalists up 48%, and subscriptions to online courses and classes 17%. I have to say, that's fantastic, right? When we were all kind of mindlessly going into the gym or going to our fitness classes, and then tragedy strikes and we have this huge pandemic, and it's awesome to see so many people just got out there and figured out a way to stay fit. So that's great. And having that room to maintain that healthy lifestyle, AKA vaulted ceilings, prompts people to consider a move. And then lastly, and this one may surprise those of you here in the Northwest, but outdoor space became extremely popular and it became a priority for homeowners. We actually built an additional section on our barbecue so that we can have, that was one of my COVID projects, is I went out there and built like something I had wanted to build for a very long time. We had this wall right next to the barbecue and it was full of other stuff. And we built a nice little countertop so we could kind of build stuff on. So outdoor kitchens were 60% of homeowners looking to add outdoors. So here's the bottom line. If you look at your home, you went through this pandemic, you did every kind of upgrade you can, every kind of upgrade to the house that you could, and you're still not satisfied, it's not providing you with the spaces you need, please reach out to the Eastside Real Estate team because we can help. That is our real talk